From small beginnings in 1974, Umgeni Water has grown into the largest supplier of bulk water in KwaZulu-Natal, servicing a vast rural and metropolitan area that stretches over 21,000 square kilometers. From the uThukela River in the north, Umtambuna River in the south, the Indian Ocean in the east, and the Drakensberg-uMngeni Mountains in the west. It is an area that includes two major cities with burgeoning informal settlements and smaller towns with growing industries and populations, along with outlying rural settlements scattered across most of the province. The organization's key mandate and reason for its very existence is to contribute to a better quality of life through the provision of safe drinking water to an estimated 4.8 million people, and provide adequate water to meet the economic needs of the 6 municipalities it serves. Carrying on the tradition over the years of meeting the challenges of this task is a team of dedicated staff and a team of professionals with training and skills in all facets of water management, who oversee the smooth running of an impressive infrastructure of several dams for the storage of water, a network of pipelines for the transportation of water, and numerous facilities for the monitoring and treatment of water. The purification of its raw material, water, continues to be one of the primary challenges for the water management team in a water-scarce province, where the major rivers in the Drakensberg-uMngeni catchment area, flowing through the rural and peri-urban and industrial areas, become polluted on their way down to the sea. Industry, whether by design or accident, may release harmful effluent into rivers and streams. Agricultural runoff affects the water, whilst overgrazing and poor management planning leads to silting up of the rivers. Wastewater works, unless professionally managed, also contaminate raw water sources. Then there is the problem created by increasing urbanization in the province, which has resulted in a proliferation of an ever-growing number of informal settlements, where the quality of life suffers from a lack of basic infrastructure and services. People living here do not have safe water for drinking and household purposes, and inevitably the runoff from such areas has a negative impact on water quality. Umgeni Water has from the start accepted these challenges head-on by adopting a multidisciplinary holistic approach, and in the process has been able to ensure that water quality standards are in line with those of the South African national standards for water quality. This has through the years entailed continuous vigilance over entire river courses from source to sea, a policy that has become entrenched in its water management program. Quality is monitored by taking regular samples from strategic points in rivers, streams, dams and treatment plants. In the case of industrial effluent, if a company has permission to discharge into a water course, this is constantly tested to see that the effluent doesn't exceed set standards. All the information received is analysed in Umgeni Water's laboratories, and problem areas identified, and the company responsible assisted to deal with the clear-up operation. Umgeni also has an ongoing commitment to provide potable water to widespread communities who have none, areas where waste disposal is non-existent. Perhaps only those who have experienced the sheer drudgery of spending up to 6 hours a day collecting water can know the true exhilaration of water on tap. Their smiles and the accompanying empowerment of the community reaffirm Umgeni Water's commitment to its vision of improving the quality of life for all through its service. Recent projects include the construction of the 39.5 kilometers of pipelines and pumping stations to outlying areas along the south coast. And in the wake of the government's commitment to extend basic water supply to all communities, Umgeni Water is accelerating its rollout plans in supplying water to 16 other outlying areas in the province. Umgeni Water also operates and maintains Pietermaritzburg's Darvel sewage works, which gives it a good measure of control over the quality of water entering the Duzi River and Inanda Dam. But the organization has come to realize that no matter how excellent they are in meeting the potable and wastewater needs of the province, they need to protect the source of water to ensure a sustainable supply by not only reducing contamination, but protecting valuable wetlands and catchment areas. To this end, it has worked closely with educational institutions and WESA and is currently working with the University of KwaZulu-Natal to investigate the conservation and management of wetlands, soil erosion and catchment areas, and effects of effluents and emissions along the watercourse. Additional work is carried out by uMngeni Holdings, an organization appointed in 1992 by Umgeni Water to manage the environment and ecotourism facilities around major dams. 10 years later, it became a subsidiary of Umgeni Water, and the far-sighted vision of this partnership has paid dividends. Run by people from the surrounding communities, these reserves are actively involved in aquatic and terrestrial alien plant control, and since their inception, they have clocked up significant achievements in environmental management and building community relationships. Having the community's welfare at heart extends into active community programs in water sanitation and hygiene education and consulting them on projects that affect their welfare. In its long history of operation, Umgeni Water has come to learn that key to its success and ultimate sustainability as an organization is building relationships, whether it be partners, communities, staff, or the wider population it serves, working with them and for them to fulfill its vision of being an effectively run, publicly oriented, and socially accountable organization that has its heart and mind focused on the provision of bulk water services. Through this vision, Umgeni Water will build on the legacy of a proud past to involve an innovative and sustainable legacy for the future.